Welcome to another deep dive.
Yeah, today it's all about drug information and how to make sense of it all.
That's right. We're going to be talking about databases and AI and basically everything you need to know to be informed about medication.
Think of us as your guides to this really complex world.
Exactly. And to help us on this deep dive, we're using a presentation by Pharm, Dr. I.K Bello.
It was just delivered a few days ago on February 24th, 2025, actually.
The very recent then. And the title is Utilizing Drug Information Databases and AI Tools to Improve Patient Outcome. Quite a mouthful.
It is, but don't worry, we'll break it all down.
So let's start with the basics. What exactly are these drug information databases?
Well, imagine a library, but just for medication information. You've got everything you need on drugs, side effects, interactions, even clinical studies.
So kind of like instead of browsing bookshelves, you're browsing a website.
Exactly, and they're constantly updated, so you always have the latest info.
That's so important, especially with new research coming out all the time.
Absolutely. Now, Dr. Bello highlighted several key databases in his presentation. One that's great for everyone, even if you're not a medical professional, is drugs.com. Have you ever used that one?
Oh, yeah, actually. I was trying to figure out if a supplement I was taking would interact with my allergy meds. And drugs.com had this great interaction checker.
Yeah.
Saved me a trip to the doctor.
That's exactly what they're there for. Another one that's really helpful, especially for healthcare professionals at the point of care, is up-to-date Lexidrug.
Oh, I've heard of that one. It's pretty powerful, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's got in-depth analyses of drug interactions and can even calculate dosages based on a patient's specific information, like weight, age, other conditions.
Wow, that's incredible. So it helps prevent those potentially harmful combinations.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a safety net built into the system. And then there's Pharmacist's Letter, which is another really great one. It helps keep pharmacists and other healthcare professionals up to date with the latest news and developments in the field.
I've actually seen those handouts at my pharmacy.
Yeah.
They make the information so much easier to understand.
Right. And that's one of the things that's so great about Pharmacist's Letter. They have these patient-friendly handouts that explain things in simple terms.
And speaking of explaining things, what about people in pharmacy school or pharmacists who are already practicing? What resources are out there for them?
Well, the APA Pharmacy Library is a must-have for anyone in pharmacy. It's got a ton of textbooks, case studies, all sorts of stuff that's perfect for learning or for explaining things to patients.
Sounds like a gold mine of information. Okay, so we've got some great resources for pharmacists and the general public, but what about researchers? What databases are essential for them?
Well, TRIP database is fantastic for researchers. It's all about evidence-based medicine, so it pulls together research from a bunch of different sources so you can quickly assess new treatments or just clarify any uncertainties you might have.
That sounds so helpful. No more sifting through mountains of papers. What's the other one?
The other big one is PubMed. It gives you access to literally millions of biomedical articles. It's like the ultimate deep dive for research.
Wow, that's amazing. So we've covered databases. Now let's talk about the other big thing Dr. Bello highlighted, AI. What role is AI playing in all of this?
You know how we were talking about those databases being like a library? Well, AI is like having a superpowered librarian who can analyze all that information in a fraction of the time it would take a human.
So it's not about replacing humans. It's about giving them superpowers.
Exactly. It can help us do research faster, make better treatment decisions, and even communicate more effectively.
So let's dive into some of those AI tools. So Dr. Bello mentioned quite a few. One that caught my eye was Grok 3 AI.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's great for reasoning, coding, scientific research, and it even has real-time web access, which is pretty amazing.
So wait, real time. So it's pulling in the very latest information as you're working.
That's right. It's like having a research partner who is always one step ahead.
Incredible. Now, what about people who are maybe on a tighter budget? Are there any AI tools that are more accessible?
Absolutely. DeepSeek AI is a great option. It's open source, which means it's free to use, and it's powerful enough to handle some really complex tasks, especially in areas like coding and math-heavy research.
I love that there are options for everyone.
Oh.
Okay, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. ChatGPT.
Oh, of course. Well, ChatGPT is so versatile. You can use it for, pretty much anything. Research, understanding your meds, even generating images.
It really does seem like it can do it all.
It can. And another one that's really good, especially for research, is Perplexity AI.
Perplexity, okay. What's special about that one?
Well, it's a conversational search engine, but what's really neat is that it pulls information from the web in real time and even provides citations so you know where it's getting its information from.
So, like, I could ask it a question about a specific drug interaction,
Yeah.
and it would find the latest studies and give me a summary.
Exactly. And it's all in plain language, so you don't need a medical degree to understand it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I know there are tons of other AI tools out there. Do you have any recommendations for people who are feeling a little overwhelmed by all the options?
Yeah, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I'd recommend checking out Poe AI. It's an AI aggregator, which means it gives you access to a bunch of different AI models all in one place.
So it's like a one-stop shop for AI that's really convenient. What about Microsoft Bing? I've heard they're doing some really interesting things with AI too.
They are. Microsoft Bing, powered by Copilot, is another really strong option, especially if you're looking for a conversational search engine that consistently delivers high-quality results. They're using GPT-4 now, which is, one of the most advanced language models out there.
Okay, so we've got AI that can help us research, understand, and even visualize drug information. But sometimes AI can feel a bit, I don't know, robotic.
Right. It's not always the most human-friendly way of communicating.
Exactly. Are there any tools that can help bridge that gap?
There are. One that I think is really interesting is Humanize AI. It takes AI-generated content and makes it sound more natural, more like something a human would write.
So it takes the edge off and makes the information more relatable.
Exactly. And then for researchers, or really anyone who has to read a lot of scientific papers, there's SciSpace.
SciSpace. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one.
It's a relatively new tool, but it's amazing. Basically, it can summarize research papers and pull out the key takeaways so you don't have to wade through all the jargon.
That sounds like a huge time saver.
Sure.
Okay, last question. What about visuals? Are there any AI tools that can help with creating visuals for, say, presentations or educational materials?
Absolutely. Ideogram is a fantastic tool for generating visuals from text prompts. You could tell it, like, create an infographic about the side effects of this drug, and it would just do it.
Wow, that's incredible. And what about image effects? It sounds like that's in a similar vein.
You're right. ImageFX is great for generating and editing images. It's a really versatile tool that can be used for all sorts of things.
It sounds like the possibilities are truly endless with AI. We've covered so much ground today. We started with those foundational drug information databases, those encyclopedias of medication, and then we explored how AI is adding a whole new layer of possibilities on top of that.
It really is amazing how quickly this field is evolving.
I'm curious, what's standing out to you from all of this? What are you most excited about?
Honestly, I'm just amazed by the sheer variety of tools that are available. It's like there's something for everyone, whether you're a healthcare professional or a researcher, or just someone who wants to be more informed about their
I
medications.
agree, it's really empowering, but we've only scratched the surface here.
Oh, absolutely. In part two of this deep dive, we're going to delve even deeper into the world of AI in healthcare. We'll talk about personalized medicine, drug discovery, and all sorts of other exciting possibilities.
Stay tuned because it's going to be fascinating. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing to think about all this. Like, AI could actually revolutionize healthcare.
It really could, yeah.
I mean, imagine a future where treatments are tailored to, like, your specific DNA.
Right. So no more one-size-fits-all approach to medicine.
That would be incredible. No more guessing, just, like, targeted treatments that actually work for you.
Exactly. AI could, analyze your medical history, your lifestyle, all that stuff, even your DNA, and figure out the most effective and safest treatment for you as an individual.
So it's like personalized medicine, but on a whole other level.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes beyond just treatment, too. AI could also play a huge role in discovering new drugs.
Oh, wow. So instead of taking years and years to develop a new drug, AI could speed up the process.
Exactly. It could analyze massive amounts of data and, like, pinpoint potential drug candidates much faster than we can do it now.
We were talking about potentially life-saving medications being developed at, like, warp speed.
That's the hope. And not just developing them faster, but also making clinical trials more efficient and less expensive.
It seems like AI could really touch every aspect of healthcare.
I think so, yeah. But it's important to remember that AI is a tool, right? And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
That's a good point. So what are some of the things we need to be careful about as we, start integrating AI into healthcare,
Well, one of the biggest concerns is data privacy.
right? Because we're talking about people's medical information, which is like the most sensitive data out there.
Exactly. We need to make absolutely sure that this information is protected and that it's not being misused.
Absolutely. People need to feel confident that their data is safe and that it's being handled ethically.
And it's not just about keeping the data secure, it's also about using it responsibly.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I think transparency is really important. Patients need to understand how their data is being used and have a say in how it's shared.
So it's about empowering patients to be like active participants in their own healthcare journey.
Exactly. And we also need to think about the role of human expertise in all of this.
Right, because at the end of the day, healthcare is about people caring for people.
Absolutely. AI should be used to, enhance human expertise, not replace it.
So it's a collaboration, not a competition.
Exactly. AI can handle those, like, data-heavy tasks, like analyzing information and recognizing patterns, but it can't replace the human touch, the empathy, the intuition that healthcare providers bring to the table.
I think that's a really important point. AI can help us work smarter, not harder. And ultimately, that benefits everyone, both patients and providers.
It's fascinating to think about how AI could actually make healthcare more human, even though it's technology.
It's like using technology to enhance those human connections and make the whole experience better for everyone involved.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between innovation and compassion.
So we've gone from, understanding those basic drug information databases to exploring the mind-blowing potential of AI in healthcare.
And we've seen how all these tools, from databases to AI, are really starting to shape the future of medicine.
Before we move on, I'd love to hear what's resonating with you, our listener.
Yeah. What are you most excited about? What questions do you have?
Feel free to share your thoughts with us on social media using our hashtag.
We're always happy to keep the conversation going beyond this deep dive.
And as always, we want to leave you with something to ponder.
So, imagine a future where AI can not only analyze drug information, but also predict how you, as an individual, will respond to a specific medication based on your unique genetic makeup.
Whoa, that's like next level personalized medicine.
It is. It could minimize side effects and maximize the effectiveness of treatments in a way that's just not possible right now.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? But it's closer than you might think.
We're already seeing, the early stages of this with pharmacogenomics, the study of how genes affect a person's response to drugs.
And as AI continues to evolve, the possibilities are, well, they're pretty much endless.
It really is an exciting time to be alive.
Yeah.
Especially in the field of medicine. There's so much happening so quickly.
I know, it's mind-blowing.
So we've talked about how AI can, help us personalize medicine, speed up drug discovery, all that stuff.
And how it can help us understand all that complex medical information.
Yeah, but I think what's really fascinating is how AI isn't just about the data. It's about improving the human side of healthcare, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we were saying earlier, it can free up healthcare professionals to spend more time with their patients, actually, being present with them.
And those patient-friendly handouts we were talking about from Pharmacist's Letter, AI can help create those, too.
Oh, that's right. So even there, AI is making things easier for everyone, helping people really understand their medications and their health.
It's all about making healthcare more accessible. Giving people the information they need to make informed decisions.
Exactly. It's about empowering patients.
Okay, so let's take a step back for a second.
Okay.
We started this deep dive with those drug information databases, remember, those encyclopedias of medication information.
Yeah, those are the foundation.
And then we talked about how AI is building on that foundation, adding all these new possibilities.
AI that can analyze data, give us insights, even create content.
All with the goal of improving patient outcomes, ultimately.
Right, making people healthier.
And it's clear that this is just the beginning.
Oh, yeah, we're just scratching the surface here.
I mean, just think about all the potential applications for AI in healthcare.
It's mind-boggling, really.
I'm particularly interested in, the potential for AI to help us understand the brain.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge area, definitely.
Like developing new treatments for neurological disorders, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's something we desperately need.
And mental health, too.
Absolutely. AI could revolutionize how we diagnose and treat mental health conditions.
The possibilities are just endless.
They really are.
But of course, we have to be mindful of the ethical considerations.
Oh, for sure. That's really important.
I need to make sure we're using AI responsibly and ethically,
Right. But if we can do that, the potential for AI to improve people's lives is huge.
It's incredibly inspiring.
Yeah,
Right?
it really is. It makes you feel optimistic about the future.
So for you listening out there, I want to encourage you to keep exploring, keep learning.
Don't let this be the end of your journey.
If something resonated with you today, dig deeper.
Yeah, ask questions, stay curious.
There are so many resources out there.
Many of the tools we talked about, they have free trials or basic versions you can try out.
And if you're feeling inspired, share your thoughts with us on social media.
Use our hashtag, let's keep the conversation going.
We love hearing from you.
Always.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of drug information and AI.
It's been a fascinating journey.
Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your health.
Couldn't agree more.
So until next week, keep exploring, keep learning, keep those questions coming.
Yeah, stay curious out there.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive into a topic that's shaping our world.